Welcome to the Two Bros Podcast, and here we go. All right, here we go. I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe.
What are you doing?
I was bringing up a page on my iPad on the side here because you were playing the intro. So I thought I had time. But
Yeah, I told you I shortened that up. So
yeah, you fucking way short that because I used to go take a shit and come back.
Not anymore. Remember, you're on camera. We don't want to see any of that.
Yeah. I had to see your crack at the pregame here.
Yeah. I was bending to fix the light. I did a little plumber's crack.
Then Ranger came up and licked it.
So this week, for Turn It Up, we got Cold Chamber, where we're going to do some music news.
Wait, I thought Coldplay. I have notes for Coldplay.
Oh, did I say Cold Chamber? Yeah, I meant Coldplay. Yeah, because that's metal. Yeah. And then I introduced Joe to another metal song. So we're bringing him up into current, and he had his thoughts on it. And we're controversial now. Between the two of us, we're gonna different points of view. That was Spiritbox, Holy Roller. So, all right, what do you want to start with first?
What do you want to? Well, we do the news. You want to go right into the Turn It Up, right?
Yeah,
so
because
we can do the other one first.
Okay.
And then go into the news.
Talk about Holy Roller.
Yeah.
All right. So Joe listens to Holy Roller, and what's your take?
I didn't know that. Well, I should have figured they had more tracks. I should have went and listened to.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to do like last time.
I just heard the one that you sent me, and that was what you were worried about before though with the Baba Yaga.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what I came across. It was blasphemous, but. It was actually, like I told you, it was more anti-Catholic because of the imagery that they had in it. Which you should have been probably more pissed off about.
Not really, because the way I think about it is you're a diehard Slayer fan. I mean, you got South of Heaven. You can't get more blasphemous than that. And they always talk about Antichrist and Christ dying. And it's the way I equate it, it's like, yeah, you can take it that way, but horror movies, when they make horror movies, The Exorcist, great movie.
No, I won't watch that one.
Yeah, well, okay.
Because I told you the story, right? Well, I haven't told these guys. Yeah. When I was little, it came out, and it was at the drive-in. They still had drive-ins back then. Yeah, that's how old I am. And I remember Mom and you actually weren't even born. Mom and Dad they were going to the drive-in and shit to go see it, and I wanted to go just because I knew it was a movie, and but I still didn't understand it because I was like 3. Anyway, we went, and I kept the blanket over my head the whole fucking movie because I was scared out of my mind, and like it just seared in, my images as a little kid. That just fucking freaked me out. So even to this day, I won't watch that original one, even though now I've seen clips, but like on YouTube or whatever of it.
Yeah,
and it looks cheesy, hokey, and all that. And I wouldn't have a problem. Yeah, I shouldn't have a problem. It's just from my childhood. That's why I won't watch it.
Yeah, I gotta say, it took me a long time to watch that one, but finally, like my friends with sleepovers and stuff, which got into junior high, was like, oh, let's watch The Exorcist, and then I just kept watching it, and just
you get numb to it.
Yeah, you just attack your fear and watch it. But yeah, my point being, it was, and the reason one I introduced you to Spiritbox was because they're blowing up right now. The other stuff you really should have given it a chance because they're really becoming more commercial. Granted, they're not Slayer. I guess so. I mean, but they weren't. My point with that video was it didn't look like it was expensive. They were just outside in the woods shooting video, and then it was just some makeup and then some trickery with the hands and stuff. And yeah, I mean, if you go get all technical and if you're gonna take it like that, then yeah, I guess you could be. But
well, like the imagery, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. But then I went and looked up the lyrics because I wanted to hear, understand what they were singing.
Yeah.
And then that's when I read the lyrics. I was like, oh, that's, blasphemous. But I mean, I'm not like, when I hear it's not like, oh, turn up. I can't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a seizure or something. I'm not that. But it's like I get a bad feeling. So it's just like, I could do without it, So I just turn it on. But I listened to the whole thing though, that whole track, that video. But yeah, that's what. And then, like I said, the imagery that they had in the video was more Catholic or anti-Catholic than just like born again Christian.
I just thought it was demonic. It was just like a demon, and I didn't really think. I mean, but anything to do with demons and God is, I mean, you could say it's Catholic, but it's Christian. It's it's all the stories that have been with us since the dawn of time. Yeah. But I don't know. I recommend go listen to some of the other stuff. It's you won't be all weirded out, and they're Canadian, so what do they know? No. Just kidding.
Chew bubble gum.
And kick ass.
Did they even have Bennigans? I think they went under, didn't they?
Bennigans? Mm-hmm. I think they do.
Because we had one here in Albuquerque, but they got rid of. They went down. So I don't know.
Well, they might not. They might have just moved them back up north. I don't know. That's like Albertsons. We don't have any more down here, but they're.
We don't have Albertsons. We got Albertsons out here. Well, we don't have Safeway. That's what I miss. Safeway.
We have Safeway, Safe Mart, but they own chains across the country. They're Vaughn's, I think, is down south, but that's Safeway. All of it's Safeway.
That's more like Southern Cal.
Yeah, it's Southern Cal, but that's still Safeway because they own them.
Yeah.
They own all that. Save Mart, Vaughn's, but that I don't know. I'm out in the west, so
yeah. I
don't know what you got. What they got up north or down south or back east.
Because I know they got. Well, we're getting off subject, but they got them in Arizona, Safeway. But over here they got Albertsons.
Yeah.
And then another one called Smith, but I think that's Kroger, or it's owned by Kroger.
Oh, Kroger's.
Yeah, Kroger.
Yeah.
That's a big chain back east.
Yeah, that's back east. So, all right.
I wasn't around.
There was a big. Yeah, that was a good segment right there.
Your crack is showing.
We're on video and fucking there's a. This is what you waited for. Yeah, you five people.
All-star. This is episode 17.
Yeah, episode 17. We finally announced it.
We should have did Winger.
Well, see, this is throwing me off because now we're looking at each other. Look at the video. You got all this.
Just block it off if you're on stage.
No, it's going to become more natural. It's definitely not natural now.
Yeah, it's new.
So
just pretend you're on stage and there's an ugly chick in the front row and you're blocking her out.
But and I do want to say one thing. Happy birthday to my wife. Today is her actual birthday. So yeah. So
that's why we're recording it early. I should mention.
Yeah, but we don't do it live. So what does it matter to anybody? Yeah, it's not early.
Nobody's really gonna know. It fucks up my dog's routine. So.
Yeah, Rex is like, damn it, I should be chewing on toes.
Well, he got all excited because we came up and it was like sun barely went down. He was like, what, we're going up to bed already? And now he's all fucking laying out on the loft here. He's all pissed off because it's not bedtime.
All right. So, yeah, what else we got here? You want to start getting into news?
Yeah, let's get into news. I got some more shit along the lines.
Music news.
Wow, that's loud. Coming. I hear it, but it's coming down kind of muted or whatever, like baffled.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably what you heard on your end when I was doing
it. Yeah, maybe, but it doesn't come through.
Yeah, we changed it. Now Adam's recording everything. Before I was recording, so Adam's in charge of controlling.
Yeah, now I'm recording. The video will be through Zoom, but I'm recording on Pro Tools
at the same time.
Yeah, so we got the audio will be, higher res or whatever. Okay, what do you got?
So, okay, well, along the kind of lines we're talking about the whole blasphemous shit. We got Wasp came out Blackie Lawless is back in the news. He announced that he's planning on this new tour he's going to do with his new lineup of Wasp.
Yeah.
That they're going to play Animal, Fuck Like a Beast again.
Yeah.
I guess he had stopped playing it, like, I guess he said 15 years ago, and he became a Born Again. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, Blackie Lawless could be Born Again. Hey, Joe could be Born Again. So, but anyway, so I didn't even know he was Born Again. So that's why one of the reasons he stopped playing it. And he said another reason was basically he didn't want these young kids now that hear it.
Yeah.
To, he didn't want to be the cause of them going out and screwing around and shit. Well, like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But
yeah, he didn't want to contribute to it. But I got news for Blackie. Young kids ain't listening to his music.
Yeah, they're not listening.
They're not listening to the Wasp. They're like, that's the grandpa's music, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's doing that, and then I guess Chris Holmes had I came out in a documentary that he was in, saying that the Wasp still owed him money from royalties.
Oh yeah.
So they're fighting about that because Blackie said there's no basis for that claim. So, but they're not talking to each other. So, who knows where that's going to go?
Yeah, well, Chris Holmes I think was out of the band for a long while because Wasp has been still playing over the years.
Yeah, in one form or the other, because he's gone through different iterations of the band.
The big question is he going to wear the cock fucking saw blades?
Oh,
now that he's reborn, he's going to have his fucking cock saw blades.
He cut that out, but in the video that I seen, the interview, they were showing him on stage with those like those Indian boots.
Yeah, moccasins
boots. Yeah, moccasins. But those boots where they come all the way up.
Yeah,
the stringy shit, the frilly shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's not a good look either nowadays. But
yeah, and well, he's gonna get canceled.
Yeah, well, that and it's just old. Like it just it's like just wear some new shit and then fucking go out there and play your songs. I don't know.
Yeah, just wear some fucking jeans and you don't have to fucking. Really? Yeah, but there's new bands that wear those costumes and shit. There's a lot of newer bands that wear makeup and costumes and whatever. I mean, it's all part of the gig. I never was into that. I wouldn't. Yeah,
we don't wear fucking makeup.
Yeah, fucking.
That was
what? Well,
that was Metallica back in the day.
Yeah, they didn't turn that around. They didn't wear makeup
until Bob Cott got a hold of them. And they all.
And then they saw real money, and they're like, "Ooh, yeah. Hey, let's cut our hair and wear some makeup." All right,
they got played on the radio.
Hey, fucking James, does my eyeliner look fucking good or what? Hey, fuck, where's my mascara pin at?
Kurt, give me that lipstick. You guys stop picking on me.
Fucking A. Right. So, yeah, you know who else is born again? Is I think Dave Mustaine is.
Yeah, Dave Mustaine is.
Yeah.
Well, he had said way back that he had practiced some of the witchcraft, and he got into it a little bit early on in his life.
Yeah,
because his sister, he said, was a witch. But nowadays, I don't know how serious to take that, because it's not like they might have fucked around with a little bit, like, oh, look at this book, and that kind of shit. But they're not like really into it, you know?
No,
it's playing around with it.
It's that shit when you're a kid and you just want to fuck with things because you're told not to, and then
and that's the impression I get when you hear him talk about his early days messing with it.
Yeah,
he wasn't like full blown in there doing rituals and shit. It's just
I think he was probably drunk most of the time, going, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, let's do it.
Yeah, it's that kind of fucking around shit. But I mean, which you shouldn't even fuck with. But so now he's born again. So, and that's he stopped touring with a lot of bands because of that. Because of some of the bands,
Me, the way I look at it, I don't give a damn what they do. It's their choice, So.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to dictate what they do. I don't care. I got my own shit to worry about.
Well, because that's the thing. A lot of people, they hear if you're born again or you believe in God, then you get all they get preachy, and that's what people don't want. A guy at work told me that when he found out that I got born again. Yeah.
He's like, oh, now you're going to be preaching to me. I go, no. He goes, well, why not? Don't all you guys do that? I go, no, I'm not a preacher.
Yeah,
I go, if you ask me how to get saved, well, I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to throw it in your face. You don't want to fucking get saved. That's your. And I still got shit I got to work on, like my language.
Yeah, whatever. God, he made us the way he made us.
Well, that's the way I look at it. He made me a certain way.
You think you're going to be different from who you are? That's how you're born. That's how you've been your whole life. It's one thing. It's just about realizing, how you treat people or, doing shitty things in life. And I think that's where you just, as a human, as anybody, whether you believe in God or not, you just got to, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I couldn't look at Holy Roller started. This is called.
No, that's what I told you. I told him. I said, no, I'm not. I wasn't called to be a preacher. I could see if I was a preacher, then I'd be out there on the street or something.
Yeah,
trying to turn souls. I mean, it's like I said. If somebody comes to me and asks me sincerely, how did you do it? What's your story? Your testimony. I'll tell them, and I'll try to if they're serious. But I'm not going to waste my time with oh. You got a turd. Why not?
Yeah, and that's your choice. Whatever. Who cares?
So, well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Korn came out with a new video. Have you watched it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I watched it. I can send you the link after the show. I should have sent it to you before. But yeah, it's all right. It's a Korn song. I like the groove. I like the beat that the drummers got at Ray.
Yeah.
But I mean, automatically, it's just a Korn song. You hear it.
And it's
one of their other albums, but that's cool.
I've heard it like they play them in rotation on Sirius, and I listen to them there. They'll come up, so I'm fairly current with them. But it just always to me, that sounds like Korn. It's not,
Yeah, you hear and it's like a Tool song. Oh, that's Tool.
Yeah, it's Tool. It's 25 minutes later, it's still playing.
Yeah.
I'm going to piss off Tool fast that statement. Dude, seriously, did you listen to the Fear Inoculum or the last album? Every song, the shortest song is like 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
They're long as hell, man.
They're trying to be Pink Floyd and shit.
Well, they've always had long songs, but not every one of them.
Well, some of them were shorter.
Yeah, 6 minutes, but
I think I've heard a couple tracks off that, but I didn't hear the whole album.
I'd try to listen to it when I'm driving, but I'd get to where I'm going, and then I'd never get through the album. It's good. I mean, it's Tool, so. But
and speaking of Tool, they played their first concert in 2 years, Monday night in Portland. So they kicked off their tour.
Oh, they're up in Portland, huh?
Yeah, they're up on your side, on the West Coast. So I'm sure they're coming down to the Bay Area. If not already, because Monday they played in Portland.
Well, it's weird because a lot of these tours they're skipping California because it's getting locked down again, and it's hard to get.
That's right, with all
the COVID stuff. But now it's the Omegatron.
Yeah,
and I know I said that wrong on purpose. I'm calling it Omegatron, the Octagon. So, speaking of tours, I got one for the news. There's the now I go blank. This is old man Foghead. My head now, like I just forget things. God damn it. Oh, never mind. What an idiot.
Speaking of tours.
Yeah, speaking of tours, I'm trying to remember the tour because they added In Flames.
I had seen that one.
Yeah. And was it Megadeth? No. Oh, Megadeth, Lamb of God, right? And then they have In Flames. I think I just passed it. Yeah. I apologize right now because I did not do any. Usually I do short prep for the show.
Megadeth, Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Second leg of the metal tour of the year with Trivium
and In Flames. That's where I was getting at. But yeah, I didn't do any prep because it's my wife's birthday and I just got back to the house and we started this up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love In Flames and Lamb of God's great live. Of course, Megadeth, Legends.
Actually, that's the one that they came through earlier in the fall.
Oh, really?
They started down here, I think in LA, and then they came through here like in September. And that was the tour. That was the lineup.
That was, well, In Flames wasn't on that, were they?
Oh, well, yeah, maybe. But I remember
because they're on the second leg. Yeah, because they're North American bands, but Trivium's they're from Sweden. So I mean, not Trivium, In Flames.
In Flames.
Damn.
Yeah, I had seen that too. What else you got?
Not much.
That's you still drawing a blank.
I'm still
okay. I got Kenny King just bought a new New York City condo.
Yeah.
For 3.6 million or 6.5 million.
Yeah.
In Tribeca with his wife.
Oh, I thought he bought that because I didn't read that article. I saw it. I thought he bought that like in the city.
Well, yeah, Tribeca. That's that's like a neighborhood of.
Oh, it's a neighborhood
of New York City.
Yeah,
but because they said he had bought back in April he had bought a place in Las Vegas, and I guess he stole that. I don't know why he moved right all of a sudden, but he stole that, and then they bought a place in New York City. But I know they said that he's doing something with Bo Staff. They're starting a new project, so it's not going to be Slayer, but it's going to be at least him and Bo Staff.
So then he moves to the opposite coast.
It must be on the East Coast that they're doing it. I don't know, but because it just talked the condo part, it just said about him and his wife moving.
Yeah.
But then later in that article, it talked about him and Bo Staff doing they've been working on a new project.
Nah.
So I don't know. Bo Staff lives in your neighborhood.
Yeah, he's moved. I think he's down in Fremont again.
Is he?
Yeah, he moved out of this neighborhood almost a decade ago now, I guess. But yeah, I mean, as far as I know, he still lives on the West Coast.
Well, nowadays it's just a plane, and they do like what we do. I'm here in the Southwest.
Yeah,
you're up in the Bay Area.
Well, and that's the thing. Like with you're tracking. Hey, I'm gonna send you my tracks, and then you can do them wherever. And then I guess you don't have to live now with the computer right where each other are. Where you guys can live practice. You can just send tracks and then do your homework.
And when you need to, you can take a flight.
Yeah.
Meet up for a week or so, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. And when that's what they've done their whole lives is travel. So it's nothing.
But Oh, and then the last one I got is kind of leading into Turn It Up, but it's not related to this week's band. Sebastian Bach, Mick Mars, and Duff McKagan. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I didn't read it. I saw the headline.
They're collaborating on a cover of Black Betty.
Oh, okay. Spider Bait. Or no, was it? Who was the original one? Was because the
Travis Barker's on the drums.
Oh, he's doing drums. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know why they're doing it. It's that Ram Jam song.
That Ram Jam. That's the original, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's a novelty song, so I don't know.
It gets covered every so many years. Like I was saying that Black Betty, Spider Bait. It's a band that like in the mid 2000s covered it, and they were playing it all the time.
Oh yeah.
And so every so many years, bands cover that. I don't know. Oh, I know. I got one here. The singer from Budgie just died.
Oh yeah, Bread Fan.
Yeah. So
that's not his name.
Yeah, Bread Fan just died. No, that's one of the covers Metallica did of theirs.
Yeah, Brooke Shelley.
Yeah, and I know Mustaine said some kind words about him, and obviously a big influence on like the thrash heads. Which is crazy because they were more. It was 70s rock and roll, but they influenced a lot of these thrashers. So
they were kind of like Slade, how they influenced Quiet Riot.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. It was one of those 70s bands.
It was those 70s bands that they didn't have great commercial success, but they influenced bands. They were just one of those bands that other bands liked. Yeah, just like Slade. Yeah. Okay, so you got anything else?
No, and there was a handful of those like bands that were postponing their tour because of the COVID shit.
Yeah.
So I said we'd cover that a lot.
That's going to keep happening.
Yeah,
I guess the final one I'd cover is that, well, since we're doing Cold Chamber, the bass player, for whatever reason, I think in August, they reported her missing. She's the ex-bass player. She was the original bass player when they formed. And when they got back together in like 2012, somewhere around there in like the teens, they didn't ask her back for whatever reason, but it got reported that she was missing since August. And I don't know how this blew up, and it kept coming up on Blabbermouth. And her daughter had been in touch with her the whole time and said she was never missing. And she doesn't know why people reported that. So yeah, there's a picture of her from back when she was in Cold Chamber, and then I guess a present picture of her now. Yeah, but she's been found. She's definitely around. No, at first it sounded like there was foul play or something, but
yeah.
And her daughter, I don't know if you know this or people out there don't know this, but she's also the father was Morgan Rose of Seven Dust. So both of them were married together a while. Her name, the bass player is Raina Foss, and and then her and Morgan Rose had a child together. But yeah, she's not missing. She's been found.
She's never been missing.
She's never been missing. So, but I don't know what happened with that. It got reported to police that she's missing. So
it must have been one of those like internet stories that just took off.
That took off, like Richard
went viral.
Richard Gere with the gerbils. Oh, that was before the internet. Yeah. Stuff gets started. So
I mean, it must have. I didn't personally hear that, but I mean, I haven't really followed Cold Chamber.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I can see how shit like that happens.
Yeah, it says 51-year-old, like she went missing, and it's like I don't know. Yeah, that's all. That's what I had, and I don't know. You want to go into Turn It Up?
Yeah, let's do Turn It Up.
All right. It's now time for Turn It
Up. And this week was your turn to pick.
Yep, and I picked
Coldplay. I mean, I keep joking because when you first told me, I couldn't remember that band.
Yeah,
so it popped in my head Coldplay, and now I'm like, Dad. Or I just
keep saying Coldplay. I thought you were just doing it just a joke, but they do that because
I turned it into a joke.
You turned it into a joke. It's that old man brain fog.
Yeah,
that I constantly have right now. Today, I'm just fucking bad. I'm out of it. I'm like, ugh.
You got your wife a present though, right? It's her birthday.
Yeah, and that's part of it too. Normally I drink 4 beers. I drank 2 extra last night. Yeah, my head was hurting a little bit today. Yeah. So I had a whole 6-pack. Ooh, I got off the hook.
Rocking.
I don't do that no more. We used to pound them back in the day. So, all right, I guess we start with the questions, which I'm probably going to miss all these.
No, because like, well, I wanted to listen because it's Cold Chamber. It's like I kind of remember them, but I wasn't really into them, to be honest. But and one of their main songs that I kind of liked too when I used to hear it. I always thought it was Static X that song, Loco.
Yeah,
but so it's in that genre in the 90s.
But they were before Static X, or at least they before Static X blew up.
Well, yeah, they might have been, but then since I wasn't really into them,
yeah, you just would associate it with it.
Because I was aware of Static X more, so that's why their style kind of reminded me. So that's why I always just thought that was them. But okay, what year was Cold Chamber formed?
92?
93.
Yeah.
So close.
Missed that one.
By a butt crack. What was the record label that the band first signed with?
Shoot. Epic? Man.
Roadrunner.
Yeah, I should have said Roadrunner. Everybody signed Roadrunner. Everybody was signing with Roadrunner in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then the third one, what music genre would Coal Chamber be classified as?
Oh, this has got to be new metal.
Yeah, you got that one. What was that? Like a ranger clapping?
Yeah, that's I got one right. 1 out of 3.
You got to have that trombone.
Yeah. I gotta record that one. Yeah. So I got into them. Yeah, that first album, like you were talking about, that song "Loco." I got that first album. I don't know. You say Static X. For me, I say Korn. They remind me a lot of Korn. The first time I saw them was at the Cactus Club in San Jose. They were on Ozfest, and Machine Head brought a few bands from Ozfest up north. And so they came play this little club. If anybody's from the Bay Area or remembers the Cactus Club days, it was a cool club in downtown San Jose. But now, since everything's blown up in price, and that club has since closed down. Downtown, they kicked all those little clubs out, and they try to, it's all money. But saw them play, little stage, got to meet them there. Really, really good band. And then many years later with Steve, got to hang out with Dez Fafara, I think so you say his last name, on his bus. But this was Devil Driver years. This is after Coal Chamber had broken up. So he's touring with Devil Driver, and they're playing Slims in San Francisco. And Steve had toured, their tour manager for the tour had toured with Steve in Testament. So he knew him very well. So we ended up kicking on the bus, got to kick it there with Dez. Real nice guy, really good dude.
Did you watch cartoons with him?
We were watching cartoons, and he's eating cereal. And we were just talking about our childhood and shit we had to deal with growing up, and all the fucked up crap that we all endured. But yeah, those guys, they got onto Ozfest, and then Sharon saw them and really liked them, really liked the band, really liked those guys. So she started to help them out. I'm not sure if she ended up starting to manage them or not, but she definitely had a leg. It helped in their career, to grow. And then got Ozzy to do a video with them with a cover of was it Shock the Monkey?
Shock the Monkey.
Yeah. Peter
and
Gabriel
that one,
song.
like I had told you when we were talking, I thought that was just an Ozzy doing a cover. Like,
yeah, I could see that.
When I've heard it on the radio, I didn't even hear I just thought it was Ozzy.
Yeah.
But then you watch the video and it comes up with the Coal Chamber. It's Coal Chamber doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't see the video, I think I could see you thinking it's Ozzy. Because Ozzy will do that. He'll guest have people come on with him and stuff. So you're thinking Ozzy just brought some dude to guest on the vocals with him. And no, it's a Coal Chamber song. Maybe that's what happened. It didn't take off because people were like, I can't find that Ozzy song. Where is that Ozzy? Why is that not in his catalog? Coal Chamber's like, it's our song. Who are you? What is it?
Coldplay?
Coldplay? Yeah, metalheads are gonna
they're gonna have my ass.
Yeah. I don't have your. I do not want to touch his ass. You gotta send me your sound bites you used to use.
Yeah, I'll send them to you.
Motherfuck. Fucking internet. There we go. I'll just do the voices.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, Coal Chamber's just they were a good band. They didn't really blow up because, like I said, I associate them with Korn, and when you watch their old videos or them live, it's totally they got like the little kid children's kind of cartoonish references like in artwork, and Korn was already there doing it bigger, so it's but that was
but they were kind of gothed out though.
Yeah, they were kind of gothy, yeah,
because they looked like goth, but then with the added touches like you're saying, so I kind of they were in between,
they were. I mean, they were their own thing, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't stick. It didn't catch.
But then the other thing is that, okay, that local song, that main riff, it was like in the 90s, like a lot of bands did that riff, because I remember Korn did that, or not Korn, Torque did it in one of their songs, which a lot of people never heard. But then Slayer did it in Stain of Mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That it was a similar, it might not be the exact same.
Not the same thing, but kind of in that style.
Bouncy shit.
Yeah.
And I noticed that was kind of going out there in the 90s.
Well, that's kind of what that whole, all those bands had that vibe, because that was that new metal. That's what I called it, new metal. And then even, yeah, because was that the album where Slayer kind of got like new metal-ish? And people who were like kind of bitching about that album.
Yeah, that was Daedalus and Musica.
And Musica, and they're like, dude, what? Slayer's now with new metal? What the hell is that? That's blasphemy. Slayer fans are like, what? So
no, but I remember that because at the time, that's when Torque had come out with that other EP that they had, and one of the songs on that EP had like that beat, that rhythm, and then shortly after that, fucking Slayer came out with the Stain of Mind song.
Yeah,
and it had that same similar. I was like, damn, it's almost like they copied it, or vice versa, whatever.
Well, it's like too, a lot of the stuff then in the 90s was like, it like had a groove to it. It was like groove metal, you know, it's just bouncy, dun 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 dun. You know, it's just simple as all hell, but just bouncy. You know, it just makes you want to shake your head. So it was a trend going around with a lot of bands. So, yeah, it's the era, the times. That's what you listen to that music now and go, oh yeah, it puts me back. Me and Jen were listening to it this morning, watched some of the videos, and we're like, damn, now we feel old. We were in our 20s listening. She's like, I was in high school when they started. I'm like, damn, I'm fucking old. I was already, in my 20s. I think I was 21, 22 when I first heard them. Yeah. Well, they had obviously started in 93. I turned 20 in 94. What was that first album? That was, wasn't until like 94, right? No, 95. Did we know Steve? No, we didn't meet Steve till like 96.
Yeah, their debut album was 97.
Okay, so 97 got that album, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they started in 93, and it took them, 4 years to get their album out?
Yeah, to get that album going and get signed. And I mean, you got to have a few years to build. You don't just come out and then you're signed. No. Unless you were already signed other bands and you have those deals with the record companies. Yeah. And they're going to give you a back what they used to call a development deal. They used to give bands money and then develop them and let them do 2 or 3 albums. By the time you got to the third album, if you really didn't grow, then they were like, you're gone. But yeah, now they don't do that. Now they want a piece of your touring. They want a piece of your merch.
Box.
Yeah.
Which they still play on the fucking radio.
Which one?
Litter Box.
Oh, Litter Box.
Candlebox.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's that fucking. It's
fuck like, you come up here and do it then. That's a joke, as we saw them at Shoreline, and it was Suicidal Tendencies, supposed to be Alice in Chains, and then headliner Metallica. And somebody had the bright idea of putting Suicidal on, and then Candlebox, and then Metallica. And all those metalheads were like, the Shoreline is an amphitheater, so it's got, they have the same thing around the country with the seats are up front, and then the grass up at the top for the people that don't know this. And as soon as Suicidal was done, everybody just sat down or went and got beer and went to the pisser. And Litterbox was up there. We kept calling Litterbox. And the dude got pissed off. The metalheads were just flipping him off, talking crap to him. And the singer at one point was like, well, fuck you. You come up here and do this then. And it was like, yeah, boo, boo. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess that was the only band they could get to fit in, but it didn't.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was. Well, yeah. So anyway, I heard them like 2 weeks ago on the radio. They're still playing. I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah, let's still play that. And maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do you know any other word? That whole song is and maybe. Didn't mean to treat you all so bad. Maybe. Yeah, I don't care to ever hear them again. Well, they still play them on the radio.
Yeah. But they won't play the new. Well, I'll get to that.
Let's go down that rabbit hole. Now you can see. Now you can emote and see your facial expressions. Start talking about the radio.
This week, I finally went and said, "Fuck it," and I turned on at work on the radio. I turned our radio to classic rock. I just put that actual classic rock station on. Yeah. They were playing newer shit than the fucking rock station.
Really?
You know. But then when they played the Jimi Hendrix and shit, I was like, okay, well, it's supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's classic rock.
Or Jimmy Ray Vaughan or
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
It's like, okay, it's supposed to be on here. But I was like, yeah, but even like when they played Metallica, they played like a newer Metallica. Whereas the actual word rock, you know?
Yeah.
They play Metallica, but they always play like their old shit now. From
what Metallica song did they play?
The new one
was Off Hardwired.
No, it wasn't Off Hard. It was the album before the Vagina album. The Day That Wouldn't Come.
Oh yeah, Off a Load.
But they played that on the classic rock, which I was like, whoa, that's like newer.
Yeah,
you know. So.
Yeah, that was '90s when they got really commercial.
To the classic rock station here.
Yeah, keeping it real, playing newer music.
But you know, it's like the regular rock station. It was still, we got Scorpions. By the way, they're coming out with their new album. It's like that you won't hear on here.
Nobody cares about.
They're gonna play fucking "Rock You Like a Hurricane." Yeah, it's like, wow, they're fun. And then same with Iron Maiden. It's like they came out with their album in the fall.
Run
but you won't hear it
hills. Yeah.
I was like.
Yeah, it's a dead medium. I guess that's, who listens to that anymore?
Warehouse. What we do in warehouses.
Yeah, and we turn it up. Yeah. Yeah, they do.
You didn't play the Turn It Up intro, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now I'm blacking out because I was just thinking about that. I didn't remember hearing it.
I played it. This would happen when old men get mics in a show. Huh? What did we talk about? All right, you guys, we're going to do music news now. All right.
See, I thought we needed directors.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, we need somebody like to run the sound effects because then you don't focus on that stuff. You just keep focused on, what's the material? What are we talking about? Yeah. The news. Yeah, because I got to admit, it's also throwing me off because I'm trying to control everything.
Control it. Yeah, it's a different. But it just takes you a couple of times, and then you start getting used to it.
Yeah.
Like anything else.
Yeah, you develop what you do and where you have everything. So, but yeah, I don't know. You have anything else? I think
you better go celebrate.
I think that's it before I get in trouble.
Yeah. Go give her a present if you haven't already gave it to her.
I gave it to her yesterday. I bought her flowers and put in this vase. This is the bad luck I have. I put the vase on my truck on the passenger seat, and I put the roses in there, and then I put just a little bit of water. I put like that much water in the bottom of the vase, and she goes to get in, and she's like, "My seat's wet." I'm like, "What? Your seat? What? How?" I was like, "Maybe I spilled a little." I thought I might. I don't think I spilled any. And I show her the bottle. I go, "I didn't use that much water." And then I go, "Well, look in the," she's like, I go, "Is there any water?" And she's like, "There's no water in here." How could there not be any water? It was standing upright. I put it in there and I put the seatbelt around it so the thing wouldn't fall over.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And so we get the vase in the house with the roses, and I look at the bottom of it and there's a freaking crack in it. So my fucking, the truck seat was just a big sponge. It just sucked up all the water. I'm like, it fucking figures, man. I tried to go do something right. And then so she gets home and her fucking pants are all wet. She said, "My pants are wet." Because the truck seat. I'm like, ugh.
See, it's not just my luck, it's your luck.
No, it's Lozano luck. And then she don't have great luck either because her little brother came up with a saying, because shit always goes wrong for them. So her little brother, her youngest brother, goes, up. That's what you get for being a Davy. So we'll say that every now and then too. When shit goes wrong, it's like, oh, that's what you get for being a Davy. Yeah. Her bad luck and my bad luck. Yeah, it's a lot of bad luck.
You wouldn't have no luck.
It'd be, hey, if it wasn't for bad luck, no luck at all. So, all right, man. So I guess we're good. And
yeah, it's a wrap on 17. Oh, website, number2bros.com. And then our Instagram, two bro spelled out 2TWO Bros Music or at Instagram, or at 2 Bros Music on Instagram. And then YouTube is we'll have this up on YouTube. 2 Bros Music 21 at Gmail.
Well, and you can put all that stuff in the link on YouTube, right? Down below.
Yeah, I put that on there.
Okay, so yeah,
well, like on YouTube, I don't put the YouTube link, but I put the other links on.
Yeah, the other links on YouTube, because they always say, check out the links. Check out the links down below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. You got to see all the cliche shit.
Yeah, hit the bell for more action.
Hit the bell, so yeah, we come up, man, and hey, thumbs up, yeah,
and smash the like button.
All right, so see you guys next time.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.